Hello, I just want to be completely vulnerable here and just talk about my sort of experience with, this kind of subject because I feel like everybody at some point has like hurt someone in their lives, like either intentionally or unintentionally. And the thing is, I feel personally like super guilty about it myself. Um, I wanted to make this because there is this one person that actually like messaged me through Instagram that I knew quite a while ago. And I'm not gonna go into details because it's like pretty personal, but I was a I felt like I was a complete asshole to her, and I don't think it was it wasn't right. Um, but the thing is, I felt like all of that was just out of my personal struggles. It wasn't anything I had on like the person at all. It was really just me like being so like sort of like confused at myself. I wouldn't say confused at myself. I don't know the words to put it, but it's sort of like um I felt like the reason I even did that in the first place is because I just felt like if I wanted that person to change into becoming a healthier person, if I were to go and hurt them through words, that they would change. And that's the kind of thought I had because through my personal struggles, I had that like sort of like I had like the sort of experiences where I've been like not doing well mentally, and I felt like the one thing that like helped me was, some of those like asses out there just helped me through it by just being completely just assholes to me. And I feel like in a way that was just like a trauma response. And of course it's not right. It's like, it did help me in a way, but it's not right. It's really just like, I don't know. It's just that like, I feel like it's just not the right thing to do to anybody, because when you're that way, it's either going to be one way or another. And despite that, even if you do change as a person, you're still going to see that person as like a genuine asshole, because that's a person that could have, like, just because they've been an asshole to you, you're gonna go down further into a path of stuff like depression, you know? So I just feel like, she's a good friend. I completely feel like terrible still, even to this day, about it. I still feel really guilty. Um, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to go into much detail about this too, but I had another friend that blocked me, and I thought it was because of that. Um, and it made me real sad. I was crying in my car. The, like, I remember just like seeing that like text message of him blocking me, and I was like crying in my car for like 2 hours because I was genuinely like so like I it's tough because like I really love everybody, and it's like I want the best for them. It's just that sometimes my personal struggles just sort of get in my own way, and it's not on them or anything. It's just that like I don't really know what I'm doing in life. So it's like, I don't know the right way to do things. I try my best, but I think anybody who's been an asshole to someone, like, tries their best as well. Of course, there's people who intentionally do bad things, um, and I feel like that's pretty different on its own from like my own story. But it's like, well, actually, I would say what I did was a bit intentional, but when I'm talking about intention, I'm talking about like the sort of emotion that causes you to do that, because anybody could just have anger issues and just want to cause harm to someone just because of those like anger issues. And even though I didn't quite have that, it was more of like sort of the feeling of trauma that caused me to do that, I'd say. I don't know. It's complicated. I honestly kind of don't like talking about it, and it's like I'm just being completely vulnerable here, and I hope like somebody can just like relate to the sort of guilt they feel about that. And yeah, I don't know. By the way, if you're like, if the person I talked to is like watching this, I really want you to know, I mean, I care a lot about you. I really do feel guilty about that, and I think that did make me, um, become a lot more selfless about myself. And even though I didn't talk about the exact situation to like my friends, they all told me it was wrong what I did. And I mean, it all I really just said to them was the sort of actions I did. I didn't really dive into like the conversation or anything, and they all said it was wrong, and it was a really terrible thing of me to even like do. So yeah, I mean, as long as like, if you, I mean, it's bad. I mean, like, we all learn, and I want to like, the point I'm trying to make here is I just want people who watch this to have more of a like positive mind towards something that they might have done that was bad, and they still feel guilty about it. It's good that you feel guilty about it, because it shows that you're like genuinely like a good person. Like, you want to do better and you want to do good in the world, and that's like so valuable to me, you know? Unlike, it's not like, because there's some people I know that are just assholes, and they keep being assholes, and they don't feel guilty about it. And I just stopped being friends with them straight up just because of that. And I think as long as you feel bad about what you already done, I think that's good enough. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. See ya.